call me. I promise that you never be lonely.
Hi guys, welcome to London Lips YouTube channel. Welcome if you're new and welcome if you're not. So today we're going to be talking about Andrew Tate and his brother. So they've been arrested. The charges they've got are child abduction, human trafficking and rape. And we're going to be talking about Andrew Tate because the thing is, what I think is really important that we think about when we're thinking about Andrew Tate is that when you see somebody and they have loads of money and you're glorifying them and you're looking up to them and you're making them a role model to you and you're thinking that all these great things and you're believing they're getting their money the way they're telling you, it's not always true. Like, you don't know how a lot of people are getting their money. Just because they show you they're getting their money a certain way or they're telling you they're getting their money a certain way, that does not mean that is the way they're actually getting their money. Now, obviously, Andrew Tate, he's been controversial already. He's shown himself to be sexist. You know, he's shown himself to be quite a disgusting person over time with a lot of the comments and stuff he's made, especially like the comments he's made towards women. But I don't think anyone would have looked at this guy and looked at these two brothers and actually thought, you know, these two guys right here could actually be human traffickers. Human traffickers are the absolute scum of the earth. They are some of the lowest of the lowest of the lowest of people. So to be a human trafficker is one of the most disgusting things an individual could absolutely be. When I think about how many girls have gone missing all around the world, and guys as well, who've been trafficked and are missing and have been murdered and have been abused and have just been sold into sex slavery, it absolutely just infuriates me. It makes me so angry to know that any guy or any person could be involved in human trafficking. But to see somebody that has been all over social media, people have been, you know, interviewing him on normal platforms, people have been, you know, complimenting him, and he'd been sitting out here, you know, almost giving people advice as to how to make money, how they should be living their life. And knowing you could be doing something that is absolutely foul and one of the most disgusting crimes, as I've already said, absolutely makes my skin crawl. It makes me so goddamn blood clot angry. It's so freaking disgraceful. And one of the things he's allegedly been doing is like getting these girls that he had, these two girls that were abducted, and making them, you know, record pornographic material, so you know, he could sell it and profit from it. You know, the laws obviously in Romania are, you know, less strong than they are in like the UK, because I know he's expressed a strong dislike towards the UK, and that's one of the reasons why he decided to locate himself in Romania. But you know, right now it seems like it's all catching up on him. You know, if he has done this, you know, not only should he be cancelled, of course he's cancelled already as an overall, but there's still some people who support him, but there should be no material of Andrew Tate available absolutely anywhere. You know, it's so scary. Like, girls can go down the street or a guy can go down the street and you can be followed and you can be human trafficked anytime. You can be told you're getting a job and go to an interview, and it can be a trick interview, and it can be human traffickers looking to abduct you. You can be dating somebody and they can be fooling you into thinking they love you when really they're trying to get you trafficked. And to be involved in this just makes you just the lowest off the low. It's funny because I feel like with Andrew Tate, it's like you could tell there was like character flaws there. You really could. But you know, you couldn't really tell, I guess, he was going to be as like disgraceful as being like involved in human trafficking. You know, the sentence that he's going to get for this, I don't know what it's going to be. I think there's no sentence long enough for human trafficking. I'm going to be honest. If you are involved in human trafficking, it should just be a lifelong sentence, and life should be life. Like, you should never be allowed out. You'd be a complete danger to the public. You're a danger to women. You're a danger to men. And, you know, to be trafficking women for the purposes of prostitution, filming pornographic material, you know, trying to profit off somebody, getting people who are often desperate. You know, they've been moved, a lot of these girls who are trafficked, from like country to country, and they've been in the hands of gang after gang after gang after gang. And I don't think there's any punishment that's really strong enough for somebody like that. If they're found guilty, these two guys may be two of the most evil, wicked people we've ever seen on social media. They may be two of the most wicked, evilest brothers we've ever seen on social media. I'm saying that right now, and I'm saying it loudly, and I'm saying it with chest, and I'm not taking it back. They may be two of the most evil, wicked brothers we've ever seen on social media. There was a point they were blowing up. You know, Andrew Tate, he was blowing up. He was everywhere out here, almost being, you know, like this sort of guru, almost being like a TED talker, telling everybody, you know, what they need to be doing, when my man's morals were some of the lowest morals I've seen. There's a man in prison doing long sentences who have more decency than to be trafficking women. These two guys may be two of the sickest people who have ever been on social media. We're going to watch this case. Most definitely here at London Lips YouTube channel, we're going to watch this case. You know, we need to see what's happening with this case. If Andrew Tate and his brother are guilty, we're going to be hopefully seeing them getting some really long, serious sentences. You know, human trafficking is a real problem. Modern human trafficking, modern slavery, it's a really serious problem. It's one that seems like it's not going to go away, but it needs to go away. There are so many people missing because they've been took from these absolute pieces of, I don't even want to swear on YouTube, but there are so many people who are missing due to people like this. It just makes me angry. I know you're angry right now just thinking about it. You're thinking, you know, if your child goes down the street, your friend goes down the street, people you know, knowing that people out there and could be like this, and you are at risk every single day from human traffickers, from modern day slavery, from absolute people who are so goddamn undecent. So we're going to watch this case, and you know, if Andrew Tate and his brother, you know, are guilty of this case, I hope they get the longest sentence going, and I hope they increase their sentence even further for the fact that they were on social media, yeah, out here almost possibly recruiting victims. Who knows? Maybe when they were talking to different people on social media, how easy would it have been for them to use the fact that they're famous and their social media presence, yeah, to get more victims. You know, when people become fans, they're easy to manipulate. It's easier to get girls and guys and people to meet up with you. So how far would a guy like this have gone when he's known on social media? It would have gave him access to more people than the regular human trafficker. So even though he's recognised, it would be easier for him to get victims, and that's why it's really worrying. And you know, if we hear he's involved in human trafficking and abduction of girls, there could be a lot more, because we all know how R. Kelly started off. You get a little bit of a case, and more stories come out. So we're going to keep our eye on this story. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on another one.